Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mental Rampage and part 6 of the Dark Souls playthrough. Currently in Blighttown, at least the upper parts of Blighttown, going to be making our way down. But first I wanted to explain something real quick because I'm not sure if I explained it well enough early on in the earlier episodes, and I just want to make sure that it's something that's kind of clear in terms of leveling. So, like I said, Dark Souls, every time you level up, you're putting 1 point in one of these attributes. Each of these attributes are useful for different things. Resistance isn't useful for anything. Don't put any points in it ever. It's a waste of time. But everything else is useful. So, Vitality is useful specifically for health. Every time you put up any of these, all of your physical defenses, all of your defenses here, are going to go up anyway. That's just a circumstance of leveling up. But the main attribute that it helps is going to be determined by these. So Vitality's health. Attunement determines the number of spell slots you have. And if I'm correct, it also does slightly affect casting time, which can be handy. But I think the difference is really slow. Like, it takes a lot of points in this to make a significant difference. And at that point, it might not necessarily be worth it. Especially if you're playing a sorcerer, you might favor intelligence, so you can do more damage, and then just, take the fact that it's going to take you a little bit longer. But anyway, so that's attunement. Endurance is for stamina, equipment load, and resistance to bleeding. Resistance to bleeding doesn't really matter. Stamina is your green bar. That's really important. And so if you have a big weapon, that means that you can swing it more times. If you have a shield, that means you can block more times before your shield's blocked. And equipment load is just how much stuff you can wear while still being able to move quickly. So that's good. Strength is... so both of these boost weapon attack. The reason I've been calling my build a strength build is because you're only going to do one of these two things. Ideally, you're only going to do one of these two things, because there are typically weapons that scale with strength and weapons that scale with dexterity. Usually there aren't weapons that scale with both, or at least not equivalently scale with both. So if you're predominantly using a weapon that scales with strength, just put up strength. You only put up dexterity to meet requirement parameters. So, for instance, my Claymore requires that I have at least 14 dexterity, so I just get 14 dexterity, and I'm not touching dexterity again, I'm just putting up strength. Because strength is going to scale my damage, whereas dexterity, I'm not going to be using a lot of dexterity weapons, so I'm not going to touch that. And alternatively, if you're using a dexterity weapon, don't touch strength. Just put up dexterity. You kind of pick one or the other, otherwise you're splitting your levels between the two things too much, and you're going to end up suffering for that. You're better just going in one. The Claymore does scale on both, so say when I get strength up to 40, which is about the point that leveling it up kind of loses its positive returns much past 40, then maybe I can start dipping in dexterity and using that to increase the scale as well. But for the most part, stick with one. Resistance is useless. Intelligence is just if you're a sorcerer. It increases damage for magic weapons because they have a scaling parameter for that, and it increases the damage of your spells. And faith is the same thing with divine weapons and magic. So yeah, that's how those work. Your first time playing through, you don't necessarily have to nitpick as much, but the more you know, the better you can level up, and the less you have to worry about being later in the game and realizing that you have a lot of points in things that you didn't need, and now it costs you 100,000 souls to level up even once. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, that worked out. What is going on over there? Hello? Someone is very upset. Oh well, I took a lot more damage than I should have there, but I'm just gonna move forward anyway. I've got 10 Estus flasks. I'm not too worried about it. Really wish I could kill you guys in one hit. But I don't deal enough damage yet. So we are just gonna move on forward and try to make our way down there. If I can figure out the route we need to take. Okay, this is just the way down. Ooh, there's an item down there. Do I dare? I do. Nailed it. Someone coming from behind me? Yeah. He's gonna jump, always dodge grabbing moves, and then murder their face hole. Specifically their face hole. What we got here? Eagle shield. I've never used tower shields in this. I've never done, because you can do, there's a build in this called Big Daddy, where, I don't know if you can specifically pick somehow which mask you get when you beat Pinwheel, but one of them is the Mask of the Father or whatever, and that increases your equipment load. So basically for that build, you just put on a lot of heavy armor and everything, and just tank through stuff. That would be kind of like, you know, you'd use a tower shield or whatever, because dodging is essentially useless at that point. I've never tried that build before. I'm just too used to dodging things. Wreck, dude. I sneak around and... Oh, okay. Then I sneak around and I give you a good old 1-2. Oh, hi. Give you a good old 1-2. Okay, I think here's where I need to go. There's a big guy here. Yeah, these guys. Dodge. Oh, cool. You're just gonna yell. Yelling's fine by me, because then I can just stab you while you're yelling. That works out well. Okay, cool. Yeah, here we go. Now I'm moving forward. Good stuff. Good stuff. Watch your footing. This is not a boss fog. It's an area fog. I think that's what they're called. That's what I call them anyway. Don't really know why they're there. I'm guessing it has to do something with rendering. But I'm not entirely certain. It also, honestly, I wouldn't put it past them for that to be literally just a bait and switch. Where they put it there just to make you concerned that there's a boss on the other side, when there isn't a boss on the other side. Ooh, I almost fell. There's chest down there. Is there anything here? I think I remember there being an ember down there. Not sure why this is here. I guess just to maybe point out that there's a chest down there. Or to maybe have you ask questions. That could be it too. Nope. Yeah, good. Now we get to face these lovely guys. If you can see, if I can flip them over here, that little bobble on the top, that's a head. These are, these were once the people of Blighttown. I can't remember the lore perfectly, but yeah, Blighttown, like a, I guess a blight, a plague or whatever, started to affect the town. And, oh no. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I need to go get that guy. Dodge. Oh. Okay. I thought I was going to get hit by him again. But yeah, blight affected the town, and they were all but abandoned by most everyone. And they turned into these horrific creatures affected by this blight. There's actually, they had a lady that tried to save Blighttown by, like, removing the blight from them, basically, like, taking it upon herself. And it severely warped her. You'll actually see her later on. She has a covenant that you can do that has basically one purpose, but I don't necessarily want to give away what that purpose is, because it's kind of a later thing and kind of a spoiler. But, hello there. Those bugs come infinitely, by the way. Don't, like, they'll keep coming. You might think, like, don't just stick around and keep killing them, thinking that you're eventually going to quell their numbers. They just, infinitely spawn from kind of the far render distance. So. Oh, hi. Jerk. At least I killed these guys in one hit. That's nice. Nope. Nope. Ah, I love killing things in one hit. Makes this so much easier. Alright, well, we're officially in the poisonous area of Blighttown. What's that? What is that noise? Oh, hi there. That means it is officially time to put on the Rusted Iron Ring. And I might... No, I'm not going to worry about that. I will equip my purple moss clumps, because I'll be using those. Ow. Wish I could lock onto you. Ha! I hit him! Ah, beautiful. Alright, yeah. So, one thing about Blighttown, the Rusted Iron Ring is for the convenience of being able to move around quickly. It's not really to stop you from being poisoned. Being poisoned is just a factor of this. It's going to happen. It's better that you not waste your purple moss clumps a whole bunch. Yes, these guys give large titanite shards if you farm them. Yeah, but yeah, it's better if you not waste a bunch of your purple moss clumps constantly reducing the poison, because it's going to happen anyway. So, usually you just try to hold out enough Estus, and if you get to a spot where you think you're going to be on land for a bit, that's when you go ahead and use that. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. It's like, here, I'm going to get over here fast enough. And there's a little bit of land I can move along here. I missed. We both missed. Jeepers. Jeepers creepers. Alright. So we got some items over here. We got a bunch of slugs. For leeches, if I remember. Also, can I just mention how absolutely horrifying the concept of these giant leeches are? I feel like leeches in general are horrifying enough, but giant leeches? That's too much. That's just too much, man. Get this large titanite shard. It's good because I need those to level up my claymore. I forgot that they drop large titanite shards. So I'm happy that I'm finding them here. Remove the poison. I've got a lot of these, and this Blighttown area actually isn't that big. It's just annoying, more so than anything. You can cover a lot of the ground, a lot of bits of the ground on these dirt spots. So, yeah, this is a good spot to come back to if you have the gold covetous serpent ring and give yourself plus 10 soft humanity. This is a good spot to come to farm large Titanite shards. Because these guys drop those, and we'll drop them in spades. Yes. Oh, I got off this body. I thought I got off him. Oh, convenient. I thought I was going to have to get your attention with the fireball. Thank you. And thank you. What a miserable place this is. The lighting's horrible. You're going to tell me there's an illusory wall? Oh. Ha! I get it. Because you can't get through there. Because you're fat. Funny joke. What even is this item over here? I don't remember. Oh, shoot. I wanted to heal. Oh, well. Hey! Hey, you guys! Ha! Nice and slow. Oh, Sever! That's a good weapon. I've never used it, but, it's good because... imbued with frightful occult energy, which restores HP with each hit. So, it's a life-sucking sword, basically. It's a great sword, which is cool. It looks pretty neat. Just aesthetically. I still prefer the Claymore for the damage that I can deal with it, but what's your parameter? Okay, so this is a dexterity weapon. Yeah, that would be neat. I don't know how much it gets overall. It starts at 107. Claymore's at 175 at plus 7. And it does have a C scaling bonus with dexterity, so I feel like it'd be a good weapon to use. Ever since I discovered the Claymore, I've never looked back. So. Yeah, poison builds up pretty quick. And, don't try to wait out the poison if it does get up to the point where you're actually being poisoned. Because it takes so long. Oh, I thought I could stand there. It takes so long for the poison effect to go away that you're either going to go through all of your Estus or you're just going to die to get rid of it. So it's better that you just have some purple moss clumps with you and get rid of it. Alright, so I'm going to grab an item and I'm going to show you something that... oh, right, there's an item down there. Thank you, handy message. It is handy to be playing online. Green Titanite shard? I don't need that. Oh well, I have it. It is handy to be playing online because you get hints and tips from other people. Without playing online, I'm certain that there's absolutely no way that you would ever discover this thing. But I am going to show you something. Oh. I missed an item. Thank you. I am going to show you something that I believe without help, either from the messages or from someone telling you, you will never find. You know, apart from the hint that I guess I say I'm about to show you something, in itself is a hint. But if you were just playing Dark Souls naturally, I don't think you would ever find this thing. And I'm going to show you why. And if you don't want to see the thing, I would suggest skipping forward, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so. It won't be terribly long. But, yeah. So here we go. Go ahead and skip if you don't want to see the thing. So, there is an area in Dark Souls, 2 areas actually, in fact, that I think are almost impossible for you to find naturally. And it blows my mind. It impresses me that the people that made Dark Souls were willing to put these areas in such a well-hidden spot that, you know, they were basically okay with the fact that there's a good chance that the majority of people that play through this game, certainly through their first playthrough, would never find this area. So if you go in here, you grab this item. This is an illusory wall. Okay? So Maybe you come in here, you get a plank shield, and you're like, ugh. Wait, what does this say? Does that say illusory wall? That's hilarious that it says hidden path over there. They're trying to throw you off. So you might get the plank shield and think, ah, wow, that's nothing. I'm going to smack these walls and see if there's an illusory wall. So you might think that. And then you come over here and you're like, oh, there's a chest. Sweet, what's this? Twin Humanities. Okay, that's a better item. And then at that point, because there is no other point in Dark Souls 1 that I know of where there is an illusory wall behind an illusory wall, you would take that item and you'd be like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, that was a neat little find. I'm proud of myself. And you'd walk away. What you would miss is that there's another illusory wall behind this chest. What the hell, Dark Souls? And it's not just like, oh, there's another illusory wall and there's a really cool item. Like, oh, you're on the end now, you get this really cool item. No. There are 2 full areas, full explorable areas behind here. A covenant that's tied behind here. I'm going to go down here to show you. I'm not actually going to explore the whole area because I don't want to do that right now. What? What died? What? Okay. I have no idea what just died, but... So there's this area, the Great Hollow, which is this tree that's hollowed out. And you can... you go down these routes and you make your way down, all the way down there. And there's another area at the bottom of this that I will show you at another time, because right now I'm more interested in defeating Quelaag and doing that stuff. But I will come back here and show you this area eventually. But yeah, 2 entire areas hidden behind illusory walls. And it's not like other points in Dark Souls where there are multiple ways to get... Like, most places in Dark Souls, there's at least a couple ways to get into an area. This is the only way to get into these areas. It's nuts. But, and honestly, it's one of my favorite areas in all of Dark Souls. Mostly for its aesthetic, not because it's particularly fun or anything. But it's a really neat area, so... Yeah, I'll show you that later. Righto, so now we're gonna go grab a couple more things and go beat Quelaag. I was a lot closer to Quelaag than I thought I was. I always forget, like, because of how much of a maze it is, it feels like it takes a really long time to get through there, but it's actually not that bad. Can you move a little faster, please? I'd like to kill you and move on. Stink it. Get down here. Alright, let's reassess. Don't strafe. Just come at me, bro. Okay, there we go. Gee. Alright, should be able to make it over here just in time, yeah. Yeah, if you can make quick points between spots that you can be free from the poison, then you can delay being poisoned at least a little bit. And that's what it's all about. Alright, buddy. And right in here, we have a bonfire, which I very much appreciate. I'm going to sit at that in a minute. There's actually a Firekeeper soul in this area that I'm going to show you where that is, because I want my Estus Flask, excuse me, +3. Very much, please. I believe this is an Ember? Oh, Dragon Scale. Okay. There are a couple of weapons in this game. I believe the Dragon Tooth that Havil uses, and the Drake Sword that you get from cutting off the tail of the Drake, that you require Dragon Scales to upgrade. Dragon Scales are pretty rare in this game, so you can only pick one that you can upgrade. Let's see. I can go up a couple levels. Let's repair everything. Yeah, let's level up a couple times. Let's do Endurance and Vitality. We'll get that up to 20, and then I'll just start pumping everything into Strength. tempted to kindle this as well. At least once. I might do that. Kindling is always handy. Just picked up a twin humanity. In my opinion, any bonfire that you're going to use, you know, a couple times, or even if it's just in a bit more difficult of an area, even if it isn't really, it's worth, pretty much for any reason, it's worth kindling every bonfire at least once. Unless you've played the game enough that you know that there's no way you're coming back to that bonfire, and it's in a really easy area, but, I mean, a really easy area in Dark Souls? Do you even know what you're talking about? None such a thing exists. Alright. Oh. I forgot about Mildred. Crap. Alright. Come at me, Mildred. No, no, no. Please don't hit me while I'm trying to kill an invader. Mildred is an NPC invader. So she's not a person. Like she's not another player. Would you get off of me? Gosh. Humanity acquired. Come, leave me alone. And humanity and butcher knife. I think the butcher knife's a pretty good weapon too. I've seen people use that. Barbed straight sword. Anyway. Man, these things are persistent. And they do so little damage, they're just annoying. Basically like giant mosquitoes is what they are. But instead of sucking your blood, they shoot blood at you. For some god-awful reason. I do want to go up there. Let's go over here first, though. I need, like, I wonder how much damage my bow and arrow does against these guys. Just to... Oh, okay. It's a single hit kill. Good. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, I'll use that then. First, though, I think... Yeah, there you are. Dodge. Dodge. One down. What a dumb move. Takes you so long to wind up. Ha! Those guys do a lot of damage if they hit you, though, so be careful. But I remember all their moves, because they have 3 of them. They either slam the rock down on you, they slam it down, try to roll it into you, or they chuck the rock at you. And they're all really slow, really well telegraphed moves, so it's not that hard to see them coming. I don't think you show up until after I beat Quelaag. Let's go up here, because I'm gonna go get that, Firekeeper soul. I want that. Let's switch back to that. Is there a mosquito sneaking up on me? Or is that you making that noise? I didn't notice you make that noise. Although they give them the most annoying noise that they can, which is the sound of a bug buzzing in your ear. Is there an item over there behind you, or are you just standing there? You might just be standing there. There's an item over there. I'll get that later. Let's go up here. So up here we can get a really good armor set. And Firekeeper soul. And this is also the way, the area that you'll show up in. If you take the... I don't know if you'll remember this, but the door that I used the master key on, that I went through. Why is there a dog there? The door that I used the master... Oh, no. Well, that's a... Oh, I'm poisoned. That's a bummer. Okay, anyway, I'm right there. The door that you used the master key on, underneath Firelink Shrine, this is the area in Blighttown that links up to, where the drakes were and that undead dragon was. This is the area you come out at on the other end, is over here. So, you can actually, if you take that direction, you can immediately come down here and try to kill Quelaag. I can't say whether or not you'd be very successful in doing so, but you can try it, for sure. Let's grab my souls. And try this again. I think if I remember correctly, you want to wait until you get up on the top of this thing. Is the best time to do that. Like, wait, and go now. Less chance of you falling to your death. Nothing over here. Oh! Hi there! That was interesting. Very, okay, just go away. Alright, so there are like 3 or 4 guys that shoot toxic darts over here. So you gotta be careful. Or you're gonna get hit by that. Yep, oh, they're there. I couldn't remember which way went after them, if it was this way or this ladder that's right here. And judging from that, I'm guessing it's this ladder. I think it goes right over to where they are. So I can go and kill them and get them out of the way. Ugh, couldn't dodge that one. Where does this go? Oh, I think this goes up to that shortcut that I was telling you about. I think there might also be an armor set over here. I should have probably just went that way first, but I'm already up here, so we're gonna do it. Lots of ladders. Lots of guys trying to hit me with toxic darts. A lot of descending. Is this it? Key to New Lundo Ruins. Oh, that makes sense that that key's there, because if you were going with normal progression and not using the master key, this is how you'd get there. I'm not actually going to bother going down there, because I don't want to have to fight those enemies unnecessarily. But that's what takes you to New Lundo Ruins and that area with all the drakes. This isn't what I want, though. There's an armor set here that I want. That's really good. Looks kind of silly, but it's pretty light and pretty high defense, so I like it. We're gonna go take on these toxic guys. See if I can get them without getting toxified. So yeah, they're on the other side of that. I have to run all the way around without getting hit by them. Oh no, I missed. Oh, oh God. No. Please. Okay. No, no, no! Ah, that stinking mosquito. Alright. It's okay. I have 6 of these. I just didn't want to have to use them. You know what? I'm just gonna try to kill this guy. How many shots is it gonna take to kill you? Enough that I'm going to die, or... Did you die? Okay, good. Alright. Just use another of these. I think Toxic just eats through your health faster than Poison is the main difference. Which still sucks. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, those guys aren't going to come back, so that's nice. You breathe fire. Can I kill you with fire? I can hurt you with fire. It doesn't seem to kill you. Oh, I can't aim any lower. Can I lock onto you? Okay, I can. I'll at least damage you a little bit before I move on. There's 2. These wolves are the dogs. They're not horrible, but if they get to gang up on you and they start doing those flame-throwing moves, then they can kill you pretty quick. Okay, I need you both to try to attack me. Yeah, so I can heal. There we go. And there's 1 more, 2 more. Oh. Sounds like one sneaking up behind me. Dodge him. Drink. Get that one, and these 2 are guarding Firekeeper Soul. I don't know how I missed you. But I will take that so I can get my +3 Estus Flask. Not gonna bother traveling up there right now. Even though I'm actually really close to the Firelink Shrine. Oh, was there another one? Where did I miss one? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, I think I can move to the side over there. I don't know if there are any items over there. But I'll go kill this guy. Just so that he doesn't potentially become a problem in the future. Because like I said, these guys don't come back. Oh, there is an item. Ha! Man, what an expert move. Look at me go. I'm invincible. Just a second. I'm invincible. Hey, Soul of a Proud Knight. That's nothing to snuff at. That's some souls. I don't think there are any more of these guys. I don't think there's an item there. No, so I want to go back down here. Which I shouldn't take risks like that, but do what I want. Oh, hello. It's a very inopportune place for you to show up. So I need to expertly make my way across this branch without falling. And, oh, hello. He probably could have staggered me and knocked me off that, and that would have been terrible. Let's go over here and get this stuff. So you've got... There we go. Crimson stuff. That stuff's good. And... Sorcerer Remedy. I believe that basically works as a purple moss clump. It will remove poison. Which is funny that you get it all the way at the end of this area, essentially, but... Let's check out this armor. Yeah, so... 32 physical defense on that. Of course, it weighs more, but of all the things that I have here currently, that's the highest defense that's significantly higher defense than the hard leather armor. Hard leather armor is 5.9. Wait. So... 29. Crimson gloves aren't that good. Let's see. 3.5. 2.8. What am I wearing? I get 14 for 1.8. Stick with that. Kind of want to wear the crimson robe. The crimson mask looks kind of creepy. What do I get for that? 12 for 1.5? But with this, I get a slight health increase. I wish I would have got the gargoyle helmet. What's my roll now? Alright, still medium roll. What if I do this? Oh, I still have medium roll. Alright, I will take it. See what I mean? Like, it looks kind of silly. But, really good defense. So, I'll take it. Did I have the medium roll or the fast roll before? I can never remember. Hello, wall. I think you can drop down onto this, yeah. From another spot. And down here... there was... this, which doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Alright. I'm curious. I was wearing... tattered cloth and brigand trousers, I believe. Yeah, I still have medium roll. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I will do it. There's a better set of armor right past Quelaag that looks similar, but a little bit better, so I can switch to that once I get through there. Let's make our way back down. I don't know if you saw that mosquito down there. Mosquito. So... I think I might go stay at the bonfire again, get my 4 Estus flasks back, and then we'll take on Quelaag. Couple of basic enemies to push through here, so I shouldn't lose anything doing that. Get off! Man, these things are clingy. Go away. Might have been able to level up one. Ooh, I can level up 2. Heck yeah. A couple more levels and those will both be at even 20. I'm gonna start dumping everything I have into my strength. Honestly, could put up my strength higher first, but how many swings do I get right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I have enough endurance to get into the 4 swing camp there. Of course, it takes a while to get those swings out, so most of the time I wouldn't actually be doing all 4 swings. But... run! Am I safe here? Okay, good. Someone after me, or is that just the bridge sound? Hi there. See if I can skirt this. What are you saying here? Safe zone? Oh, okay. Go over here and grab this. Yeah, we'll just tank it for a bit until I get over there. I don't know if there's any items over here. I can't remember. Nope. Get on this big old spider's nest. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. I'm pretty confident. I haven't beat Quelaag in quite a while, but... Gosh darn it. But I'm pretty confident. If you played Dark Souls a bit, you remember the bosses that you had to keep going back to because you just could not beat them. Hi there. You remember those bosses. And then the bosses that you didn't have to try over and over again that many times, you remember that you didn't have that much difficulty with them. And Quelaag isn't one that I remember having to come to a bunch of times. You guys gonna follow me up here? One of you is, anyway. Yeah. I had a feeling I shouldn't go for those two swings. Oh, I hate these things so much. Alright, 8 Estus flasks. Feeling pretty good. Quelaag's domain. So there are some guys in here. These things. You want to be very careful against them. You want to kill them quickly because they spawn these parasites that will infect you if you're not careful. Actually, do these ones attack? Oh yeah, these ones don't. They're not worried about you. They're just worshipping Quelaag. More citizens of Blighttown. Okay. Here we go. Spoiler alert. Quelaag's a little risque. I know what you're thinking. Big ugly spider risque. How's that thing risque? Well, it's half lady. Of course, they you know, make it so you can't really see things, but risque all the same. Watch out for that lava. Ooh. Okay, I forgot you had an AoE move. Let's get a drink. You're gonna do your lava thing. Yeah, you can see, I think, 1 slash against her. Okay, can you stop facing me for a sec? Ooh, ooh. Okay. Alright. Like I said, I don't remember Quelaag very well. I forgot she has so many AoE moves. That's fine. That just means I need to get in, attack, and get out. I think I'm just gonna rush her. Save myself some time. Switch to purple moss. In, running. Get my stamina back. Hey, dude. Dodge. See one of these. I don't think they follow me in here. Do you? Yeah, you don't follow me in here. Alright. Let's go beat Quelaag. Hey, guys. They're like, wait, we saw you go in, but we didn't see you come out. Where'd you go? Hello again, Quelaag. I'll try 3 attacks and then get out of there. Wait, I want my retrieval. She's got a pretty cool sword too. I think you can get it from her. A couple slashes, or 1, that's fine. These do eventually dissipate. Ow. Just let me drink for a sec. Oh, I got greedy. I got greedy. That's okay. That's okay. I got greedy. Oh, no, I missed that one. Yeah, it's the AoE attacks and the slashing attacks that she makes with her sword that you really got to worry about. Oh, I must have been right on the edge of that one. Can you just wait a sec? Let me drink this. Thanks. What are you gonna do? Alright, I can deal with that. Oh, oh. Keep dodging. Yeah, she's not too bad. Ooh. If you're leveled well enough, then she's not too bad. If you come here a bit early, she might be worse. Ooh, we're gonna get out of that. The fast dodge would be particularly helpful in this, because the moves are telegraphed quite a bit, as you can see. AoE. Moves are really slow and really telegraphed. So, if you've got some good dodging, then you'll do fine here. Oh, I can finish you off. There we go. That was Quelaag. Oh, watch out for the lava. I will take your soul. Thank you. And those twin humanities. Yeah, it's horrifying in here. Yeah, so if you had a weapon that did some decent damage and you were patient enough, you could probably come here early in the game and get rid of her. As spoiler alert. Oh, it's not this one. Is it not that one? I feel like it is that one. Is it here? Where is it? Is it here? Maybe it's down there? Anyway. Here we go. Second bell. Get the cutscene for this and another cutscene. So this is why I say it's nicer if you ring the other bell first, because that last cutscene ends on that spot and then shifts over here. There you go, Sigmar. Open the door for you. My thing is, I wonder how he can tell the difference between the two bells. And does he specifically wait for both bells to be rung? Where in the world? I know there's an illusory wall here, but I can't remember where it is. Where the heck? Trust me on this. There's an illusory wall here somewhere. I'm not crazy. I'm gonna find it. Maybe it's down there. Let's go down. Oh, this is a nice new area, by the way. point out something lore-wise in a moment here, because I'm actually going to dip into this area a little bit to check something out. Okay, maybe it's down here. This it? Ah! I knew it was somewhere. Hey there!
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Yes.
But you have no eggs.
So?
No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Oh, of course. Totally. Yeah, so these guys still totally have their wits about them, as creepy as they are. So, this lady right here is Quelaag's sister. And she, lore-wise, the reason why she looks so horrific is she tried to save the people of Blighttown by removing the blight pus, or whatever it is, from them. I think that's one of the reasons why they have these egg sacs on them. It's because it's meant to help keep them alive. And she took a lot of that blight in upon herself, and it severely weakened her. Yeah, she is a firekeeper, so this bonfire is a 10 Estus flask bonfire. Oh, there's the 2 levels I needed to get up to 20. Beautiful. Let's repair my equipment real quick. And we'll talk to her. I don't know if I can. Oh, yeah. Right, you need the witch's ring starting item, or whatever it is, to be able to talk to her. Or to be able to understand her. Just like the other firekeeper, she's the same way. I can reinforce my Estus flask here, though, which is nice. And I can enter the Covenant. If you enter her Covenant, you have to give her humanity, which is one of the reasons why it'd be important to know where you can farm the rats for humanity. And if you finish off her Covenant, this right here is a door and will open. And it's a door to a later area. And it's just a really nice shortcut with a bonfire right here. It's not 100% necessary, but it's nice to have. And also, because she's a firekeeper, if you kill her, you will get a firekeeper soul from her. And then you can use the other lady to reinforce it. I don't know if I can do that, just because I've actually done the part where you can talk to her. And she's a very nice lady. Her story is incredibly sad. She's actually blind. So she, because you don't actually talk back to her, she assumes that you are her sister, Quelaag, who you just murdered. Yeah, so it's pretty sad. Oh, look at the time. Man, an hour does not seem like enough time to get anything done in Dark Souls, but here's another bonfire. Yeah. Guess that's all the time I have for today. I was going to show you another thing, but an hour is already a really long time for a YouTube episode. So I guess I'll show you more stuff in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll show you where the other set of armor is. And you can see those moving things over there. That's another boss, kind of a mini-boss. And I'll show you a way that you can cheese him that's actually built into the game. It's not like cheese in like, oh, if you find this one spot, like they have a really hard time hitting you or something like the Drake. Like it's actually built into the game that you can beat him this way. So I'll show you how to do that, and yeah, that'll be next episode. So hope you enjoyed it. Bye.